Hey, it's Alina Wilson from Estimate Mastery here, and today I'd like to share with you some of my favorite apps that roofing and other restoration contractors should be using in their businesses. And I'm going to cover just some of my favorites. There's a lot of stuff out there, there's a lot of noise, so I just want to point you to some of the top softwares and apps that I think will save you time and actually make you money as you roll through your jobs for the rest of the year. So let's go take a look. So the first one I want to start with, I would say, is Exactimate. Why should you use Exactimate? I think a lot of contractors out there are new to our industry. There's a lot of fresh people I see coming in, and there's lots of factors as to why that is right now. But one of the main things that I think a lot of people aren't thinking about or maybe understanding is that Exactimate, the only reason to use it is so that you can speak the language of the adjuster. So if you come out there and you've got, your own estimate, maybe produced by, some CRM or QuickBooks or something, and you hand that to the adjuster, then they don't really have any frame of reference of what's included on that estimate. Meaning most of those estimates are written in bulk line items, meaning it'll be like shingles, felt, roofing material. Maybe you'll list out a few vents or other accessories, but then you just have a total price at the bottom. What Exactimate does is breaks it down into line item by line item, so you can show apples for apples. Yeah, you paid those 10 line items, Mr. Adjuster, but you're missing the other 15 that you should have paid, and I'm using Exactimate, you're using Exactimate, so let's chat about why these 15 line items are missing, and you can go line by line. And then you just need to document it using code, manufacturer specs, photos, OSHA requirements, whatever your local permitting office requires. There's a place in Colorado that requires a mid-roof inspection, so we have to charge for our time of driving out there and setting up the ladder. Well, that needs to be in your estimate as a line item. So that's what Exactimate does. It just clarifies the conversation and allows you to speak in the language of the adjuster and then also look really professional to the homeowner. Hey, Mr. Homeowner, the reason you want me as your contractor of choice is I use the same software the insurance company is using, so I can show them exactly why I'm charging what I am for this job. And there's no guesswork or gray areas or anywhere that, we're just putting money into the estimate. It's all legitimate and reasonable. Put our overhead and profit on top. And that's why you should use Exactimate, so you can clearly explain what you're asking for. Secondly, I highly recommend EagleView. And the reason I like EagleView is it easily integrates into Exactimate. So EagleView is the pricier solution. I get it. That is what it is. But they are quite highly accurate because of the way that they get their data. Are they accurate for everywhere, or are the reports available everywhere? No. There are other services, maybe like a Hover, and there's a GeoSpan, which is another up-and-coming roof measurement service. So whatever works for your area, I get it. But the reason I like to recommend or talk about EagleView is the fact that they have some clauses in their last pieces of their report that talk about the field waste and the recommended field waste. And some of these other roof measurement reports services are doing that as well. But EagleView just has it clearly lined out, and I can easily show the adjuster, here's the recommended waste percentage, and then we need our ridge and starter on top of that because the waste is just for the field shingle. And the EagleView report has a really great way that they line that out for you. I'd rather pay the $75 to get my ridge and starter paid than have to argue for hours with the adjuster over the phone because I don't have any documentation to point to. So if you can find an authority or an outside source to point to say, look, I'm not making this up, this is from the EagleView report. The other thing about EagleView is a lot of insurance companies are using it, and some of the other measurement reports might be up and coming too, but EagleView right now is the gold standard. EagleView also has what's called the drone assess program. So I've got the drone right here. And what that does is allows you not to even have to get on the roof to scope for damages. The drone will fly its lawnmower pattern back and forth, get you over 150 photos plus, depending on the size of the roof. And you can actually zoom in because they're so high quality, high resolution, and you can see the granular loss, whether it exists or doesn't. They're also doing a lot of AI work for the AI to determine damage. I'm in favor of that because then it's no gray area. The computer that was taught to do this job says there is damage. It's very hard to dispute that if you're the insurance company that it's mechanically caused or any of that, because you can see zooming in, the granular loss, it's pretty spectacular. You can also have it use those photos for your accessories and show, how many turtle vents and all the other things. And I believe they have some sighting reports that are going to be generated by the drone soon. So pull up, fly your drone for 20 minutes, over 150 photos are done. Your roof measurement report is generated by that drone flight. Import it into Exactimate. Now you have all of your measurements in Exactimate. It's a beautiful thing. So if you want to learn how to get those measurements into Exactimate, I do have a video here on YouTube. Just go search EagleView report in integration with Exactimate. And I have two-part video for you to watch. But stick with me here for a couple more of these apps I'm going to show you. The third app I want to talk about is called One Click Code. Now our friends over at One Click Code have done all of the groundwork to prove unequivocally that this code adheres to this area. So you could be across the street in some of these places. I mentioned Colorado again. There's some zip codes where you're right across the street. It's a different municipality. And so it shows exactly what that local code enforcement building office, whatever you want to call it, will require for that area. They've done all the research. They provide the phone number of the supervisor for the building office for that area. They provide you with the exact specifications, the age of the homes, that if there's lead paint or maybe asbestos issues or some other age-related factors. It's a beautiful report that not only shows you all of the code, what's required, what's not, what's recommended for the area. It also has a detail at the back of the report that you can copy and paste and put into your Exactimate to prove why those line items should be paid. It's also another one of those authority pieces. It's an outside authority saying this is what I am required to do in this area, and it's a third party that does this, so it's not like I'm making it up or trying to go for something that I shouldn't be. It's required and necessary, and therefore it should be installed. So One Click Code, beautiful, beautiful report that they produce, and more insurance companies are adopting One Click Code just the way that they kind of have adopted EagleView as their gold standard for measurement reports. So go check out One Click Code's website. They have some samples of the reports there, and I think that is just a really great addition to the authority piece to getting your estimate paid. And number 4 for today, a huge time-saving software and app that I just love is JobNimus. There's a lot of CRMs out there. They all do their own thing in a particular way. If you like to order materials, you might like this software. If you like, just job organization, but material ordering is kind of hard to do, they have another software. JobNimus is a one-stop shop. It's easy to use, easy to get started using. That's what's the beauty of it. And it will do the myriad of things that a lot of CRMs out there don't do. So they've integrated with some of the suppliers. They can actually integrate with EagleView, CompanyCam, and some of these other apps that I've talked about. They can keep all of your information in one place. What's so hard for me to see when I go to a contractor's office and I look around and I see all these file folders and papers everywhere, that is hours and hours of wasted time of you having to look through your files. Or maybe you're using a Google Drive system right now to keep organized. You have to go search, find what you need. You have no tracking that way. You can't tell, where are we in this process? Is this a lead? Has the job been sold? Have we built the job? Heck, have we even ordered the materials yet? JobNimus shows you this holistic view of where everything is, and it's a beautiful thing. And you just move your little files along in the journey, close them out, final depreciation, and you're paid. Then they go off the list, and then you can pull up the next guy. It's a beautiful thing the way that JobNimus works. So if you want to go to our website, estimatemastery.com, there's a partners section up on our menu. You can go take a look at these apps that I have recommended today. There's also some of these guys who are referral partners or affiliate partners, just full disclosure, but that means for you, you get either a special discount or some kind of concession for going through our website and finding these partners. So the only one that's not on our website is the Exactimate link, because I am not really affiliated with Exactimate, but email us at info@estimatemastery.com and we can send over the information for you to get into contact with Exactimate if needed. My name is Alina Wilson. Thanks for joining me for these top apps that are in the industry right now that I think can save you time and make you more money. If you like this video, of course, please like it down below and consider subscribing, as I release videos just like this every Tuesday. So hope you have a great week in your business, and I'll see you next week.